from English Department Udayana University. Today we would like to present to you our analysis on a poem entitled Born and Free by Robert Frost. Okay, this is actually our last assignment in one of our subjects, namely English poetry analysis, which is led by Mr. Mitra. So let's check it out our analysis. But before that, we would like to introduce our members first, of course. Yeah. First, me myself, my name is Dewa Yanwitri. The next one,
I am Ratna Madewi.
And I'm Floradina Rarasati.
The most handsome guy in this group. Okay, that's us. Let's check it out our analysis now. Hello, back again to me. I would like to start our presentation for today. First, I would like to give to you the biography of the writer, namely Robert Frost. Robert Frost was born on March 26, 1874 in San Francisco, California, and then he died on January 29, 1963 because of the complication related to the prostate surgery. During his lifetime, his works was initially published in England first before it was published in America. He was very well known for his realistic depiction on rural life and on the American colloquial speech. Robert Frost frequently wrote about the settings in rural lifetime in America during the 20th century and then used them to examine the complex social and the philosophical themes. In his lifetime, Robert Frost would reach more than 40 honorary degrees, and then on 1924, he was finally awarded his first of 4 Pulitzer Prizes for his book New Hampshire. Okay, that's all about the brief biography of the writer, namely Robert Frost. The next presentation will be presented by one of my friends.
Hello, back to me again. I'm Dina, and I would like to present about the next presentation, which is about rhyme scheme and also stanza. In this poem, entitled Born and Free by Robert Frost, there are 4 stanzas, and each stanzas, there are 5 lines. Therefore, the total of the lines itself in the poem are 20. As you can see in here, it is shown for the first and also the second stanza. At the first stanza, the rhyme is A, B, B, A, A, and at the second is C, D, D, C, C. That's according to our group. Next is the third and the fourth stanza. At the third, as you can see, for the rhyme is E, F, F, and E, E. And for the fourth stanza is G, H, H, and G, G. And also, that's all according to our group. So, that's all about the rhyme scheme and also stanza. Thank you so much.
Hello friends, I'm here to explain to you the diction that we found exists in the poem Born and Free by Robert Frost. So from our group discussions, we think that the diction that exists in the poem Born and Free is the poetic dictions, alliterations and also repetitions. But we think that there is no unique dictions in this poem. So let's start from the poetic dictions. So in this poem, the writers choose kind of dictions like born and free and also love and thought. And the born here refers to the love itself and free is to the thought. So to represent love in this poem, the writers use pronoun she, which refers to a woman. We can see in the first line, it is said, love has earth to which she clings. So the use of she here, we use to think that love is a woman. And then the diction that is chosen by the writers to describe the love itself is word of clings, straining, and also thrall. And the thought itself we consider is it as a man, because in the line 4th, the writers say, but thought has shaken his ankle free. The pronoun his here refers to a man that is considered as thought itself. And the diction that is used to describe the thought is dauntless wings, free and also fair spark. And for the alliterations, in the line 12, there is the sentence says, and sits in series this all night. The sits in series here is considered as alliterations. Another alliteration is also found in the line 17 until 18. Yet some say love by being pearl and simply staying possesses all. We can see the alliterations in the word some say and also simply staying. Another alliteration is also found in line 19 to 20. In several beauty that thought fares far to find fuse in another star. You know that the alliterations here is in the words fares far and also find fuse. And for the repetitions found is in the line 3. It is said wall within wall to shut fair out. Wall within wall, the repetitions of the word wall. And then in the line 6, on snow and sand and turf I see. The repetitions here is in the word and also there is another repetition like it is said, but thought has made for no such thing, for thought has a pair of dauntless wings. So the repetitions is in thought has. So I think it is what I can tell to you about the dictionary's poem. Thank you.
Well, hello friends. Today I would like to present the effects of the poem entitled Born and Free by Robert Frost. So first, you must remember that the effects found in the poem are depend on the interpretations of the readers. In this case, it is based on our interpretations. Basically, there are 4 effects that can be found in the poem: sociological, emotional, social, and psychological effects. So move to the sociological effects. This has something to do with the place. So in the poem, thought can travel to the universe, to star and another. Meanwhile, love stays grounded to the earth. So basically, the universe and the earth are considered as a place. So move to the emotional effect. The poem Born and Free is described in a very expressive way by using a lot of imageries. This evokes our emotional feeling as the readers. The words such as thought is personified as a man who can travel to the universe and to one star to another. Moreover, he also has the dauntless wings that symbolize his freedom. Meanwhile, love is personified as a woman who are bound to the earth. So move to the social effect. The poem can be considered to compare between 2 sexes, men and women. This can be seen through the words thought describes as men and love describes as women by the poet. So move to the psychological effect. This has something to do with our mind, how we think in general. In this poem, both men and women are described in traditional ways, such as men are more masculine, more free, and think more logical than women. Meanwhile, women are described feminine, bound by the norms, values, and more emotional than men. So that's all about the effects of the poem. Thank you.
Hello, we're back.
We're back again and we are in a full
Squad, full formation. What are we? Football team or what?
baseball.
Okay, whatever. So,
Alright.
what are we going to do now?
So we are going to discuss about the meaning
The
of
meaning
the
of the poem entitled what?
Born and Free
by Robert Frost.
Yeah.
So actually this is based on our opinion. So this is our group's opinion. If you have a different opinion with us, just let us know it by writing your opinion below in the comment.
the comment box.
Yeah, the comment box. Okay, let's start by the first stanza, which is presented by me.
Yeah, you are right.
Let's go.
Okay, it's so funny when I have to introduce myself. Okay, let's continue. So the first stanza, it consists of 5 lines. I will read it first for you. Love has earth with sick legs, with heels and circling arms about wall within wall to shoot fear out. but thought has need of no such things, for thought has a pair of downward springs. Okay, such a great poem, right?
Right.
Right. So beautiful.
You guys are not sure about it. Okay, let's move to our analysis. So based on our group's opinions, this stanza tells us about the differences between the characteristics of men and women. In here, man is represented by thought, and then a woman is represented by love. So love and thought. Love is woman and thought is man. So in the first stanza, it tells us about the differences between the characteristics. Love or woman, which is mostly bounded to their feeling, than man, which is actually more logical than woman, because they use their logical thinking mostly than woman. Right? We have
Right.
yeah, women are more bounded to their feeling. Right? We are women. Are you
Yeah,
agreeing
that's
with
fact.
I'm the only man.
what?
So you don't feel it?
Yes,
No,
of course.
not. Of course not.
Does it mean
You should
that
ask.
you don't have feelings?
It depends.
Okay, so in conclusion, then the first stanza tells us about the differences between the man and woman on their characteristic.
Yeah.
Women are more bounded, while the men are more free in doing
Yeah.
whatever they want to do.
And the bond in the title refers to
Women,
Yeah.
and then
Free.
free refers to men. That's about the first stanza. It's going to be more emphasized in the second, third, and fourth stanza. Okay, let's
Yeah.
continue to the second stanza.
I'm
Yeah.
going to present it. So in the second stanza, it is actually emphasized what it is said in the first stanza, right? In the first stanza, it is about the difference between love and also thought. And in the second stanza, it emphasizes the characteristic of the love itself.
Love.
Yeah, let's take a look on the lines. It is said, on snow and sand and turf I see where love has left a printed trace, with straining in the world's embrace, and such is love and glad to be. But thought has shaken his ankles free. So we need to focus on the words snow and sand and turf, and also a printed trace. We know that we agree that woman is bound, right?
Yeah, more bounded
Yeah.
than man.
Yeah.
And it is described by those words. We know that when we walk in snow and sand and turf, we will leave a kind of printed trace, right? It
Yes.
also same as what happened to women, especially in the past time.
Back then.
Yeah, when
In the 20th or 19th century, back then in
Yeah.
America or England, women have to think about a lot of
Yeah,
things
a
when
lot
they
of
want to
things.
do something, because the society back then tends to judge women more than men.
Whatever they do.
Yeah.
It just seems wrong in the eyes of the society at that time. It happens actually nowadays, but it lessened a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's why woman is not as free as man. Actually, they are bound on doing whatever they want. They can do anything. I mean that when they want to do something, they have to consider about what the society will think
Yes.
about what they will do. That's why we say that they are bound.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
bound to their feeling, to their society, to their family, and everything.
Yeah,
To the
but
society. Yeah.
But in the second stanza, it is said that thought has shaken his ankles free. Yeah, it is different between woman and man when women are bounded, but men are free to do whatever they want. Yeah, it is the point of what the second stanza want to tell us.
Yes, it emphasizes more to the characteristic of the love or
Yeah.
the woman itself.
It talks more about the love itself.
Okay.
So-
The next one, the third stanza. Let's
Now-
move on, our Tina.
Okay.
What are you going to tell us about the third stanza?
So actually, the third stanza, it tells a lot about the man characteristic. It is
Yeah.
about thought, more
Free.
focused on how is man actually, right? So in this stanza, I will read it first. Thought cleaves the interstellar gloom and
Whoa.
sits in serious days all night.
Serious days all night. Okay, continue it.
Till day makes him retrace his flight, with smell of burning on every plume, back past the sun to an earthly room. So in this stanza actually tells us about the men that are really free. I mean,
Yeah.
they can do whatever he want, and they can go wherever they want to, even all night till morning.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're a morning person.
So guys, we have a proof in here. The only man, the only boy in our group says so. So this is not only Phil's
Not only just
humor,
our opinion,
but
but
this is
it
a fact.
happens.
It happens. This is actually what's happening in our society, in the
Yeah.
reality
Yeah.
of life.
So back again. Okay, so in here, why I can say it so because it is written that Thor cleaves the interstellar gloom and sits in seriousness all night, right? So the next line, till day makes him retrace his flight with smell of burning on every plume back past the sun to an earthly room, which means that no matter how far, no matter how long they go, at the end of the day they need to realize that the fact
That
that
they need to face the reality.
to face the reality. I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah.
know, do you guys feel that man is having more responsibilities than women?
Yes,
Of
of
course.
course.
What do you think about it?
Yeah,
I as a
right.
man feel that thing. Believe me, I have much responsibilities than you guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
so.
if you grow older, you will be husband, you will be a father, which means
Yeah.
that you have more to take care
Yeah,
of,
to take
right?
care
Your
of-
family.
Yeah, my
The
family.
first point is
You
your
think-
family.
Future family.
Alright, future family.
Do you have your plan?
Even your mother, your
Yeah.
parents, your sister, maybe your brother or else. I mean, you need to take care of them because you're the only guy. You're the man that have responsibilities if you have.
So at the end of the day, even though men are more free than a woman, but they have to face the reality also. So they need to think about the reality. Back again, to think about the reality, not only being free, so
Yeah.
they can do whatever they want to do.
They
Yes,
cannot be free forever.
yes.
Yeah.
Even though they are free, they still need to face the reality
Yeah.
the reality of life.
Yeah. It seems that Robert Frost want to remind me as a man.
He is a man. He is a man.
yeah.
Actually, probably
man.
this is what he was feeling back
Yeah.
then. So even though he was more free in doing everything that he
Yeah.
wanted to do, but at the end of the day, there was a reality in front of him that he need to face. So probably it's also a fact that this is a reminder from
Yeah,
Robert
reminder.
Frost for all of the men all
maybe
over
not.
the world.
Maybe not all. Maybe not only you. But
Yeah.
But all of the men,
All of the men.
of course.
In the
This is
world.
for the men.
Well,
And
I hope see. I hope they have responsible.
do you have responsibility in your life?
Yes, of course.
Of course,
Because we all have.
I mean, whether you're ready or not, you need to face it. Right?
Yes.
Face
Because
it like
life
Face it
goes
like
on.
a man.
Face
Okay.
it like a man, a
Face it like a
gentleman.
man.
And actually, suddenly it comes to my mind that you know that sometimes our parents are more worried about us girls when we go
Yeah.
out at night and then come back late than their sons. They're more worried about their daughters. But when I think it again, probably they are worried that because their son cannot come back home with babies. But I'm so sorry.
Kind of vulgar thing.
Okay, I'm
That's
sorry.
not-
I'm
that's
sorry.
the truth.
But
Yeah.
actually, that's kind of proof, right?
Yeah,
For
in
this.
that case of being coming home late, parents will be more
worried to
worried
to their daughters.
daughter.
Well,
than-
doesn't mean they don't worry about their
Sons.
but they do, but they have more
yeah.
insecurities for their daughter.
Yeah, in this case, we can see that man is treated by they are being
Differently.
free, more free than woman. Yeah.
Yeah, after all, men are,
What?
they think that parents think that men are, can defend themselves
Yeah.
rather than women.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they see women as a weak woman. Yeah,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, in general, it is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, actually, I'm not actually agree with that, but that is actually what's happening in our society.
What society
Yeah.
thinks about us.
That's women actually weaker than
Yeah,
man.
weaker than man.
But nowadays,
Yeah.
it's a bit,
It's complex.
life is
Yeah,
complex.
complex.
Life is complex. Life is complex.
To see the relationship between the woman and also the man, let's move.
Yeah.
Okay,
To
Yeah,
the
the
last
next
stanza,
stanza.
the fourth stanza. Let's the last one. The only man, the only
The
boy,
handsome
the
man.
most handsome.
He is the most handsome here.
He's the only one.
Because I'm the only one.
Okay.
Okay.
The last stanza.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the last stanza, which is those.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, okay.
You can read
I will
it.
read it first. So the last stanza is about his games in heaven, what they are. Yet some say love by being told, and simply staying possesses all. In several beauty that thought fast fall, to find fused in another star. So basically, the meaning of the last stanza is about a woman, even though that she can have everything she wants or get everything she wants, but in the end, like she is bounded. In the other hand, the men are free, but of course, men cannot have it. Cannot have the things that women have. Yeah.
Because of that freedom
Yeah, because
they
of
have.
that freedom that women have. Yeah.
Women have or men have?
Women have.
Oh, okay, women
Yeah,
have.
women
Okay,
have.
so yeah, even though that we are bonded, we are as women or girls are bonded, but we can but we can have whatever we want.
We can
at the-
get
we can get whatever
whatever
we
we
want
want.
at the end.
Yeah.
But in other hand, even though man, he
Yeah.
is more free than us, but sometimes because of that freedom, he
But
cannot
it's so
get.
silly, right?
He cannot get anything at all because of that freedom.
Oh.
Sometimes it happened.
Yeah, it
Okay.
happens.
So actually, what?
Yeah, so it's actually have been told, in
Yeah.
the stanza itself that, yet some say love by being trolled, and simply staying possesses all. That's very clearly that the stanza tells us about the women can have it all,
Okay, yes.
Yeah, even though that she is being bound by the rules, norms in the society.
Yeah.
We have to be proud of being a woman.
It's so silly that men cannot have it, Yeah.
Okay, so actually, in conclusion, in here, Robert Frost want to tell us at the end that when we live in this world, we have to have those two characteristics.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
only one, not only based on our feeling, based on our logical thinking, but we have to balance it. We have to consider our feelings though, but we also need to think logically in everything. So yeah, we have to have both of them in our life, right?
We have to blend between
Yeah.
emotions and also logical thinking.
Yeah, because sometimes if we only bounded in our feeling, it feels like we become stupid.
So again, talking about emotional and also
Logical
logical
thinking.
thinking. What do you think it has a relation with
What?
Of course.
Yes.
Do you think that logic and also emotional have a huge relation with
Yes.
Each other?
love?
Of
Do
course.
they relate?
Yeah.
That's why I want to tell you that in life we have to have both of them, and then we have to balance it. While we have to consider our feeling, we have to also think logically in everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, including love. When you love someone, emotion is important, but logical thinking also
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
important as well as the emotion itself.
Yes, of
Yeah, in
course.
order not to get lost in your life.
Yeah,
Be
not to
careful.
get lost in love.
Be careful, kiddos.
What are you talking about? Someone who has already felt that, who has already lost in his way.
I mean, do you see right in the society kids nowadays? It's
What?
like, I don't know, they get lost in love or something, or maybe they're just being so blind, too blind.
You know, they are just still kids.
Yeah, probably they are in the phase where they only can
Use
act
their
based
emotion.
on their emotion, not on their logical thinking, because they're still kids. They don't have that much experience yet. Probably this only our opinions. Okay, so
Yeah.
back again, this only our opinions.
So actually, for the conclusions, yeah, love is bound and love is free, but to live in a good well to live well. We need to blend it and
Balance it.
Yeah, balance it.
So we have to have both of them, like what I have said several times. So that's what Robert Frost
Want to tell
us about in this poetry. Okay, that's
Yeah.
all about the analysis, right? The
Yeah.
meaning of the poem entitled "Born and Free."
It's
So-
such a beautiful.
Yes, of course. It has
Yeah.
a really deep meaning, even though the diction are not that hard.
Yeah.
They use a common words like so it's not that hard, but it contains a really deep meaning inside of it. So
Yeah.
when you read it, you will feel it.
Yeah,
And-
it evokes our feeling as a readers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We feel it. Probably
Yeah.
you may feel it too. So you have to read it first. Okay. Once
Yeah.
again, if you have a different opinion with us, just put your opinion below in the comment box. Don't
Comment
forget.
down below.
Yeah.
And also don't forget to subscribe and,
And also
give your
Thumbs ups.
Like our videos. Okay. Okay, guys. That's
Okay.
all about our analysis
Yeah.
in this poem entitled "Born and
Born and
Free,"
Free
written by
by
Robert
Robert
Frost. Thank you so much for watching our video.
And
We-
thank you for Mr.
What?
Mr.
Mr. Netra.
Oh yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
our
so
lecturer.
much.
Okay, once again, we have to say it together.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for our lecturer, Mr. Netra. So say it.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Mr.
much,
Netra.
Mr.
Mr.
Netra,
Netra.
for leading us this
Yeah.
months in this subject.
Okay,
Okay.
semester.
Thank you so much
Thank you so
once
much.
again. We do really appreciate your love for us. Okay, once again, thank you so much for watching our video. We do apologize to you guys if we made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, we did a lot of
We
mistakes
did.
in our pronunciation, our grammar, and everything. So we have. You can understand that we are so nervous about these things.
It's humans.
Yeah, after we're just
Okay.
human, you know,
Okay,
human.
so at the end, first of all, we would like to thank you guys for watching this video, and then we would like to say sorry if we made mistakes in everything in this video. Once again, thank you so much, and see you in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe and also like our video. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye bye. Bye. Bye.